Hi, today I shall discuss a program that displays Fibonacci series using recursion and using iteration. So we have done iteration earlier, that was using for loop. So we were doing programs using for loops. So those were using iterations. Those are called iterations. So we will see now, before going to the program, we will see that what recursion and iteration actually means. Okay, so we will then go to the program. Okay, so let's uh, let's discuss about recursion and iteration. Okay, so let's say I have a machine that produces maximum of 1 liter of purified water, and I want 4 liter of purified water in total. Okay, so I have this machine. This is my machine. Okay, this produces 1 liter of purified water. So I inputted 1 liter normal water, and I have I have got an output of 1 liter of purified water. Okay, so now what we can do is, to get 4 liter of purified water, I can again go to the input section of this machine, and again I will input 1 liter of normal water, and I will get 1 liter of purified water. Okay, and if I do this do this process 4 times, then I shall get 4 liters of purified water. Okay, so this is basically iteration. Okay, so this is basically what we are doing in iteration. Okay, so I have a machine, and I am using this machine 4 times to get 4 liter of purified water. Okay, and this was iteration. Now what recursion is, we will discuss now what is recursion. So yeah, let's say I have this machine. Okay, and I have previously said that this machine produces 1 liter of purified water from 1 liter normal water. Okay, so when I shall give an instruction that I need 4 liters of purified water, then this will come to this machine. Then this machine will say that okay, I can produce 1 liter of purified water, and 3 liters are left. So this machine will produce a copy of this. Okay, so a exact copy of this will be created, and this is its second copy. Okay, so this machine says that I can produce 1 liter of water, and 3 liters are left, so it will create one copy of this. Okay, so now the control will come to this copy, and this copy machine will say that okay, I can produce 1 liter of purified water, but 2 liters are still left. Okay, so what this machine will do, this machine will again create its own copy, and the copy is this machine. Okay, so this machine will say okay, I can produce 1 liter of purified water, but 1 liter is still left. Okay, so this machine will now create its copy. Okay, so final copy, this is 1 liter of water, so 1 liter of purified water this machine can produce. So the fourth machine will say okay, I can produce 1 liter of purified water, and nothing is left, so this the copying will be stopped here. Okay, now the last machine will say that okay, I now, after doing the task, the last machine will say that I have produced 1 liter of purified water, and will feedback the previous machine. Okay, so third machine, so it for fourth machine will feedback the third machine that I have produced 1 liter of purified water. So now third machine will produce again 1 liter of purified water, and will feedback the second machine. Okay, that I have already produced 1 liter of purified water. Okay, so now the second machine will do the same thing, and after that the first machine. So I have now in total 4 liters of purified water. Okay, so this is how recursion works. Okay, so we will now discuss about recursion and iteration in our programming view. Okay. Okay, now I shall give a brief idea about what the Fibonacci series is. Okay, so yeah, so Fibonacci series basically adds the uh, two numbers. Okay, let's say this is our 0th number 0. So Fibonacci series actually uh, adds this n minus 1. Okay, this is this is the recursive formula of Fibonacci series. Okay, so what this series is doing is basically Fibonacci of n equal to Fibonacci of n minus 1 plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. Okay, so if our Fibonacci if I want to calculate Fibonacci of 3, let's say here Fibonacci of 3, then that is Fibonacci of 2 and Fibonacci of 1. Okay, now if I want to calculate Fibonacci of 2, then that is Fibonacci of 1 plus Fibonacci of 0. Okay, so here 1. Now I want to calculate, this is Fibonacci of 0 and this is Fibonacci of 1. Okay, now I want to calculate Fibonacci of 2. So Fibonacci of 2 equal to basically Fibonacci of 0 plus Fibonacci of 1. So this is basically 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Now next Fibonacci of 3 equal to Fibonacci of 2 plus Fibonacci of 1. So this is 1 plus 1 2. Now this is 3. Now 5. So 3 plus 2 5. Now 5 plus 3 8. 8 plus 5 13, and so on. Okay, and so on. This like this the series will continue. Okay, so this is a recursive formula of Fibonacci series, that is Fibonacci of n minus 1 plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. You can see that the series is calculating the nth Fibonacci number with this formula only. Okay, so we can recursively call this function, okay, functions to calculate the Fibonacci series. Okay, so now we will come to our program. At first we will discuss the iterative version of it, then we will go to the recursive version. Okay, so okay, so at first what we are doing, we have declared our main function. Okay, so now I have called a function Fibonacci of Fibonacci, that this is our function. Okay, so what our Fibonacci function is doing is, okay, this is our Fibonacci function. So I have to initialize the base condition first. So our base condition is, our base condition is this: the first element will be 0 and the second element will be 1. Okay, and after that we will calculate the whole series. Okay, so these two is our base conditions, Fibonacci of 0 and Fibonacci of 1. Okay, these two is our base condition, Fibonacci of 0 and Fibonacci of 1. Okay, so now yeah, so you can see that I have initiated a loop, I equal to 0, I less than n, and I plus plus. Okay, and I have initiated our for loop. Okay, so n is what is n? So n is our the nth term of the Fibonacci series. Okay, so up to what term we want to calculate the Fibonacci series, that is n. So if I say fifth term, then n will be 5. Okay, so the n will be continued from 0 to 4. Okay, now now I have initiated a for loop, and inside the for loop I have declared declared three variables. So I have declared three variables here, you can see here. that is a2 is 1, a3 is 0 and a1 is 0. Okay, so a3 basically calculates the next Fibonacci number, and a1 calculates, a1 is the first number and a2 is the second number. Okay, so this is basically our now in initial condition. This is our a1, this is our a2, and this is our a3. So a3 is initialized to 0, okay, at first. Now inside, when we are coming to our inside our for loop, then a3 is becoming a1 plus a2. So a3 is now a1 plus a2. So a1 was 0 and a2 is 1, so a3 is becoming 1. Okay, and a1 equal to a2. So what a1, so a1 is equal to a2. So what was a2? A2 was previously 1, so a1 is 1 now, and here a2 is a3. So what a3 is now 1, so this is 1. Okay, so in the next iteration, a3 will be a1 plus a2. So okay, so a1 has become 1 and a2 has become 1. So in the next iteration this will be 2. Okay, and like this the series will go on. Okay, so that is how we are computing our Fibonacci series with iterative version. Okay, so until or unless n is 4, the series the for loop will continue and calculate the last Fibonacci number, nth Fibonacci number. Okay, so let's run our program. Let's say I want to compute the 7th term. Okay, so yeah, 7th term is 13, you can see. Okay, so let's say, yeah, that is 13. Okay, now okay, now we will come to our recursive version. So I will comment this section now. Okay, so we don't need that now. Now we will write our program using recursion. Okay, so let's say int Fibn, this is our function, and I'm passing the parameter n. Okay, so to compute using recursion, so recursion basically calls the function itself. Okay, so the function calls itself. Okay, so I will elaborate this section. Okay, now now let's say when n is less than 2, so n is when n is less than 2. So here n is when less than 2, 0, 1, 2, then what will be, so then Fibonacci of then this will return only n. Okay, so if n is 0, then this will return 0, and if n is 1, then return 1. Okay, so our base condition is Fibonacci of 0, sorry, equal to 0, and Fibonacci of 1 equal to 1. Okay, so n is less than 2, then we will return the value of n. Okay, so if n is then return n. This is our base condition, and else what we will return. Okay, so here is the thing, that we will return a recursive version of this function. Okay, so what is the recursive function? Fib a n of n minus 1 plus fib n of minus 2. Okay, so this was basically our recursive formula to calculate the Fibonacci series. Okay, so let's dry run this code section. Okay, so when we want to calculate Fibonacci of 7, then Fibonacci of 7, then we will not enter in if, we will enter in else. So because n is not less than 2, so in else loop what will be returned? So returned will return. So Fibonacci of n minus 1 is 6 and Fibonacci of n minus 2 is 5. Fibonacci of 6 plus Fibonacci of 5 will be returned. Okay, so Fibonacci of 5 will be again called. Okay, so Fibonacci of 5 and Fibonacci of 6 will be again called. So Fibonacci of 6 will be divided into Fibonacci of 5 and Fibonacci of 4. Okay, and Fibonacci of 5 will be called Fibonacci of 4 and Fibonacci of 3, and so on. Okay, so let's elaborate this section. Okay, so this was our recursive formula. Okay, so Fibonacci of, let's say I want to calculate Fibonacci of 7. Okay, so Fibonacci of 7. So Fibonacci of 7 will be divided into two parts, Fibonacci of 6 and Fibonacci of 5. Now Fibonacci of 5 will be divided into two parts, Fibonacci of 4 and Fibonacci of 3. Now Fibonacci of 3 will be what? Fibonacci of 3 will be let's say, yeah. Now Fibonacci of 5 will be divided into Fibonacci of 4 plus Fibonacci of 3. So Fibonacci of 3 will be divided into Fibonacci of 2 and Fibonacci of 1, and Fibonacci of 2 will be divided into Fibonacci of 1 and Fibonacci of 0. Okay, so Fibonacci of 1 is 1. So this was our base condition, n less than 2, so we will return 1. So this is basically 1 plus Fibonacci of 2. So what is Fibonacci of 2? That is 0 plus 1. Okay, so if n less than 2, then we will return n. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1. So Fibonacci of 2 is 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So Fibonacci of 3 equal to 2. Okay, now we will calculate Fibonacci of 4. So what is Fibonacci of 4? That is Fibonacci of 3 plus Fibonacci of 2. Now Fibonacci of 3 will be divided into two parts, Fibonacci of 2 and Fibonacci of 1. So Fibonacci of 2 again, now here Fibonacci of 1 plus Fibonacci of 0. So this Fibonacci of 2 is basically now 1, 0 plus 1, 1, and Fibonacci of 1 is also 1. So 1 plus 1 basically 2. So Fibonacci of 3 is 2. Okay, and Fibonacci of 2 is 1. So 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 plus 2, 5. So Fibonacci of 5 is basically 5. You can see here Fibonacci of 5 is 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fifth term Fibonacci of 5 is 5, and so on. This whole thing for the whole series will be calculated, and finally we will get Fibonacci of 7 as 13. Okay, so this was the idea behind recursion. This is the idea behind recursion. We will now run our program. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so let's say I want to calculate 7th term of the series. Okay, so it returned 13. That is correct. Okay, and one thing more, that is we need some extra memory for recursion, as we have seen that we have to store these values. So these values we are calculating, for that we need to maintain a stack. Okay, so wherever there is no issue of memory, then we can use recursion. So recursion, because recursion makes the program looks very easy and and very short. Okay, so that is all. Thank you.